Well, it might be working. Give it a few minutes here. Well, actually, just a few seconds. And it looks like it's working. Thank goodness. Um, YouTube and the software that a lot of us use have made a change. And we had some issues when we were streaming on Saturday, but it looks like we're good. And I got to figure it out for today. So, um, yeah. anyways, let's say hello, JH Aquatics. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, Fish Room Fever, Jobs, Aquarium Tanks. Hello, Jay's Crazies and Ginger. Stephanie, welcome to being a member again. Scott, what's going on? Rescue Dog Treats. Hello, and everyone joining in. Pugamus Maximus, Cichlid Dude. Hello. Even Flynn is here. Holy smokes, we got a celebrity in the house. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. Tiffany White, hello. Big Eyes, Big Easy, I don't know. 54 Punchy, hello. Howdy y'all, sneaking in at work to say happy Monday. Yes, it's a short week for most of you, I hope. I will be gone the rest of the week, so just keep that in mind. I don't know why you would care, but it'll be the first Thanksgiving I'm spending with my family in a long time, so I'm really looking forward to that. Volume is low, huh? There. How's that? Big Easy. It ain't easy being Big Easy. All right. Steve's Aquatic says, any new deals on Amazon? Nope. It's been pretty lame the last couple days for anyone who's been following my deal alerts. There was a deal for like an hour, and it was already over before I even could post it or sold out. Price has already gone up. So the last deal I got was these guys here, which are just thermometers. They all came shipped bubble wrapped. Got a bunch of these things. They were like 98 cents. They still might be 98 cents. I don't know. That's the last like real kind of deal that I've seen in a while. Don't forget to stop at a real bakery to bring something. Gary, hello. Just kind of reading all these comments while I shouldn't be. I got 3 of the power heads. That is awesome. I was able to get 3 of them. They had 2 models for 98 cents. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice. I should have checked. So there is some news to discuss. Let's see. So if you've been to my website recently, for all the local people, there is now a local pickup option instead of paying for shipping. So you'll see that during checkout. You'll just want to email me afterwards and then we'll figure it out. Are you saying hi to me or is there another carry? I'm saying hi to all carries. How about that? My daughter is crying as soon as you went live and she heard your voice. She stopped and smiled at the TV. So thanks, Bob. All right. All right. So I tried to get restocked on everything. As far as we're talking about like the rest of the year, the holiday schedule, I'm only going to ship the week of the week of the 9th. Monday the 9th, I will ship out packages then, and that's it for the rest of the year. I'm trying to get restocked on everything before then, but it's not looking good. I ordered a ton of Pandagara, and they didn't come in. I'm trying to think what else. I ordered a ton of clown killifish, and those did come in. So I have, I think, like 60 clown killies, give or take a few. Peacock gudgeons came in pretty rough, so hopefully I can get them squared away in the next couple weeks. But I should have those. Rainbow fish came in absolutely destroyed again by USPS. Insanely destroyed. It's like they stuck a forklift right through the box, and then it's pretty insane. The whole side of the box is completely ripped off. The bags were punctured, and the fish were missing. So they basically had a box, and they punctured the fork through the side, it punctured the bags, everything exploded out the side, fish and everything. And then they just took some like wool packing stuff and like put this side back on the box and then taped all the way around it like 100 times, and left all the empty bags in the box. And so, yeah, so rainbow fish will be in very limited numbers. There was a few bags that made it. It was also late by a couple days, and yeah, that was pretty crappy. I arrived and people were saying hi before I spoke. Um, yeah, so what else? Everything else I should have. I'm not gonna have hill stream loaches. I got more threadfin rainbows actually came in today, so that was kind of neat. What else did I get today? Dwarf chain loaches I got today, and boy, I got a Pistogramma Pandurino or Panduro, whichever you prefer to use. Has known by two different names, Panduro and Pandurini. So I got some of those, kind of like the first Epistos on the site, and they're huge. They're like full-grown adults, so that's pretty cool. The myth, the man, the legend, the one kill, Steenfot, Lumpy Dog, what's up? I got my green water 125 filling back up right now. I can see my fish again. That's unfortunate. Oh boy, what else did I get? I think everything else is just as far as anything new. I think the Epistos are pretty much the only new thing I got. Besides stuff that I've had for a while now that'll be on the website soon. Like Black Mystery Snails, the Kyathit Danio, which are pretty awesome. Gold White Clouds again, stuff that I haven't put on the website yet, but it's getting there. I know the website says sold out on a lot of stuff right now, and it'll continue to say that until I get back. And then if there's any local people, they can start buying stuff then. If I wanted to breed my Cockatoides Super Red, would any female work, or would it be best to get female Super Red? It would be best to get a Super Red female. Like, you know, obviously any of them will work. Well, probably not like a wild, but the orange or the Super Red, chances are you're going to get both anyway. So there used to be a breeder up here, and it would spit out like both of them, the orange flash or the Super Red. But if you're really looking for the Super Red, then you want to find a Super Red female. Chris with the $4.20 super chat. Hello all. Hi Bob. Hello Chris. Nice to see you, my friend. I don't know if you're still after some Endlers. You should shoot me a message, because I got a bunch to get rid of. Bob Kaler with the high five. What's going on, Bob? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I could order to Canada. I'm on the lookout for pygmy cories of some sort. Yes, those are back. The 200 Pistogramma habrosus. The good news is, for the few people that saw the video of those, I did get a credit on some of them, so that's good at least. What else we got? It's been kind of a busy day, so I didn't have anything really planned out for this live stream. What else do we got here? Yeah, so that's basically my only new fish. Oops. I shouldn't have kept that up. I didn't mean right now. I meant after the stream, dude. I need Corridoras. I have 6 at the moment, but I want to get them to breed. How can I do that? Water changes and live food. Blackworms. Live blackworms will get them to spawn. But really, any live food, even frozen, can sometimes trigger. Are the Endlers on the site? Well, so it's the Japan Blue Lyre Tails, and then the blue lyre tail guppies that I have all mixed together. I just need to get rid of all of them, and unfortunately, I have only males and then a bunch of fry. So those are what I need to unload. No, go now, Bob. Bag his fish. I know. Well, guys, the stream's over. I gotta go bag Chris's fish right now. What about Hillstream Loaches? Because they be back in stock by December ship date. Maybe it is your thumbnail pick after all. They're not on anyone's list. I double checked today because that was one of the ones I wanted to restock on. But honestly, as much as I need the sale and the revenue from those, I also don't want to ever try to catch them again because, man, I thought coolie loaches were a pain in the butt to catch, but those Hillstream loaches are awful. Holy crap, are they frustrating to try to catch. Bob, have you ever kept Melanotania lacustris? Saw some at OCA in one of the show tanks. An awesome looking fish. Not only have I kept them, I have them, and they will be for sale. And in addition to that, Mike, they are like F3, I believe, of wild caught fish by Gary Lang, and they are amazing. They're only about 2 inches, I'd say, and they're spitting off some crazy colors for the size they are. They're going to be absolute stunners. I think I don't have very many of them, only like a dozen, but those will be available on the site as well. So yep, they are amazing. I traded some blue ram's horn snails for 2 blushing koi angelfish, but they are eating all my platy fries, so I have to get rid of them. Yeah, that'll happen. Oh, jeez. Yeah, angelfish will definitely pick off anything that can fit in their mouth. If I had spare money, I would have you draw one of my Sammy. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. Never mind. Priscilla, hello. JJ Aquatics, I've been looking for the person who had the blue tetras on Facebook. Matthew Vargas, none of the Kamakas made it. Absolutely none of them. I'm not going to be able to order rainbows through this place anymore because every rainbow I've ordered from them, I've had major issues with. The very first order I made from them, I got the Wanamensis rainbows, and those are just now almost ready to sell. And that's been over a month in quarantine trying to get them fixed up. I mean, the good news is they made it, but it's rough. So then there was those ones. What else did I get? The Kamakas, they didn't make it, and then what was the other one? The Pseudomagale Signifers, they all didn't. I mean, none of them made it the first 24 hours. It was insane. So this is like the third time that I've ordered rainbows from them, and I've had that same experience. And they're just shipping them too big is the problem. They're like full-grown adults crammed in a small bag, and I don't know. They get beat up. It doesn't explain like all the illnesses they have, but yeah. So I don't know that I'll be ordering them again. I will tell you, come New Year, there'll be a lot more of the better quality rainbows available. So I'm probably gonna get away from wholesale rainbow fish altogether, I hope. No. So the Gary Langs aren't coming from a wholesaler. All right, those are coming from a private breeder. So that's completely separate. But I do try to fill in. Actually, I will say the Parkinsonized that I got in, I've ordered them twice now, and they've been beautiful both times. So I'll probably, I don't know how well they'll sell. If they sell well, then I'll keep bringing those in. But every other strain that I brought in from the wholesaler has not done well at all. So I'll probably... Oh, besides thread fins. Okay. So the Parkinsoni and the thread fins, but those are from 2 different wholesalers. So there's the Parkinsoni from one wholesaler does well. The thread fins from another wholesaler does well. Everything else from both wholesalers has done poorly. Except for that very first shipment of Kamakas. I still have 6 of the original ones I got in for my own tank. I'm being greedy. I kept 6 for myself, and they're doing well. But for some reason, every shipment after that has gone bad. So, like, really bad. And it costs a lot of money because rainbows are expensive. What is this? A salt shaker? Explain, Bob. You see, when you have, you know, a salt shaker like this, you take the top off, and then you can shake it, and you can put salt on your food. So that's, you know, basically what a salt shaker is. I'm surprised that you didn't know that, and I had to explain it, but that is what a salt shaker is. And all that salt just went into my drink. Yep. All right. Ever kept skunk loaches? No. I ordered yo-yo loaches again, and again they didn't come in. So my Pandagara and my yo-yo loach did not come in. What do you mean, duh? You told me to explain a salt shaker, so I explained it. I don't get it. Salt is vital for freshwater. It's a very handy tool indeed. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. All right, now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head the rest of the day. Thanks. Wow, why the emoji? Oh, why the emoji? I don't know, because people say I'm salty. So some of the members said that I'm salty, so I put the salt shaker on there. And yeah, that's what's up. 1 female, 2 female. Just kidding. 1 fish, 2 fish. Rock. Candy, why is he having an attitude? Bob, what would your go-to food be for the orange cories, being their smaller size? Only thing I can really see them pick at are ONIP tabs that I sink to the bottom. Well, mine are eating these. Of course, I still have these sitting here too. The bug bites. I just crunch them up and throw them in there. I threw in, what did I feed them last week? Black worms and also Rapashi Spawn and Grow last week. They got. So I mean, they eat all of that stuff. I haven't had any problems with them feeding. Oh jeez. Anyways, so yeah, Bob bought all the bug bites left on Earth. Yeah, I ended up with 27 of them total, so I'm set for a while. It's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I love them. The fish love them, so I love them. Q Aquatics, hello. All right, what else do I got to talk about here? Let's see. I already covered the schedule. Covered local pickups. Local pickups will not be done at my house, and I will also. So I have a meeting spot for local pickups. You cannot come to my house for reasons that I've explained many times over. So if you pick the local pickup option, 1, you better be prepared to come to me because I'm not coming to you. And yeah, well, we'll get that squared away. You know, for all the local people, it is now available. And then the new fish, we already covered new fish. I am not prepared to show you guys my website on this stream, but I'm going to take a quick look here and see if I missed anything. I think most of the Rasboras will be back in stock. There'll be a couple new species of guppies on there. Like I finally have some the black Moscows ready to go. What else do I have? Some blue trios. I don't remember. Oh boy, I'm totally blanking it. Oh, when you're setting up your salt. When are you setting up your salt tank, Bob? Yeah, see, there you go. Now you got a use for the salt shaker. I don't know, probably not till after the new year, to be honest. Just too many projects. Mosaic ear guppies will be back. Rainbow endlers will be back. The luminous purple guppies will be back. I've had them for over a month now, and I can verify that they are doing excellent. Go here. Oh, there's going to be new plecos. The L09 and the L90 will make it. I did not get any new pea puffers, so don't expect those before the end of the year, because those take a very long quarantine time. So, luminous purples. Yes, Zen Ginger. I've had them. I think I got them 3 shipments ago, so that would be over a month ago. And I lost 2, and the other ones have been doing well. I'm now keeping them in with the Snow White guppies that I got on like the very first order ever. I still have some Snow White guppies that I held over. So yeah. Where is this clown at? Can I meet up with you somewhere to pick up the 30 subscribers I lost when you were on my stream? I don't think you lost 30 subscribers. I think you gained about 400 if I remember right. That's the man, we had what, how many people did we have in there? Like 9 or 10,000 people in that live stream? That was crazy, dude. Gotta have me back on. That's the kind of numbers I bring. That's what I bring to the table. Get 10,000 people in your live stream. Can I email you about getting some during the December shipment? Yes, but please just verify that you are Zen Ginger and and not Ginger Grave, so I don't get you guys mixed up again. Matthew Vargas, I'm willing to wager a large amount of money that you did not count to have Brosis to verify they were 200. So, I will tell you, Matthew, that I counted them twice. And I got credit for about 50 of them. So there. Oh, why did I forget to turn my ringer off again? Ringer is off. There we go. Still no Canada shipment? No. I will never be able to ship fish out of the lower 48. And that's just the way it is. Well, maybe Hawaii, although I haven't tried Hawaii. I don't know if I would, but I would try it, but I wouldn't guarantee it. How about that? But no, shipping livestock over any border is a nightmare. So, and John, I think that's due to the different format. I think, what did we live stream for, like 2-3 hours or something like that? And we talked about fish for about 15 minutes of that. And you just gotta weed those people out anyways, right? Yeah, you lost 30 subscribers, but you don't want those subscribers anyways. If something like that's gonna make them leave, then they're not loyal subscribers anyways. Just saying. And for you those who don't know what we're talking about, I went on John's live stream not last Saturday but the Saturday before, and we just had like a sit down and chill and talk about just whatever we want to talk about. There was fish talk. There was John was saying how much he loved Nirvana. We were talking about bands, all kinds of stuff, and that's all it was. And oh yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. I mean live streams are terrible for subscribers, anyways. I don't think there's ever been a live stream that I gained subscribers. I always lose them, but it was just like a sit down, relax, kind of hang out live stream, which all of his Saturday live streams I believe are going to be from now on. And it's just, a couple of fish dudes just sitting down, hanging out, talking about whatever. And yes, we're fish dudes on YouTube, but we're still people in real life, and it gives people an opportunity to see that. And if you're going to be mad that we're not talking about fish, then unsubscribe. I mean, too bad. Jennifer says, I like to stream. Yeah, I mean, we all fish tubers, we obviously love fish, right? But it's all anybody ever wants to talk about with us is fish. Like somebody will message me and they want to talk about fish. And then somebody else will message me and they want to talk about fish. And everybody just wants to talk about fish. And it's nice just to sit down and talk to somebody and not talk about fish. Not gonna lie. It is. It's just nice. And how much Bob doesn't like Disturbed. It was a super fun stream. I'd do it again this weekend if you want. I won't know until Saturday. So I'm leaving town and I come back Saturday, but I don't know when Saturday. So yeah. What are you suspicious of? Talk about The Office. That would have to be a stream with Jimmy, I think. Jimmy and I can talk about that. If he ever comes back from vacation, we can start our live streams. But the dude's always on vacation. He hit it big on YouTube, and now he's on vacation every other week. He comes back from vacation this week, and then next week he's back on vacation again. Tell ya. Like the bars off the Vegas Strip for locals. Yeah. Can we please stop talking about fish for a minute? Anyways, nightmare for a child of the 80s. No humor anymore. Yeah. People are just wound up way too tight these days. It's really unfortunate. What? Bob doesn't like Disturbed? I knew there was something wrong. So, I don't know that I ever said I didn't like him. I think at points I said I didn't like Disturbed just because John loves them. I will say that all their songs are like exactly the same. Exactly. There's no denying it. Hope people don't expect Swiss Kebab streams to be about fish. Nope, because they won't be. But we've been like, there's absolutely nothing about fish in that channel anyways. I just hope that we can start it soon. That would be really nice. How dare you? How dare you? How hard is it to get an import fish? How hard is it to get a fish import license? It's not hard at all. I want to bring back from the Toronto Rainbow Fish Conference. Well, honestly, Mike, unless you're looking at bringing larger numbers in, I would probably go like the Gary Lang way of transporting fish, and that is hiding them and not declaring them at all. So, Gary Lang talks about this in a couple of his talks where he kind of sneaks fish onto the plane and through customs and things like that. So if you're just talking a couple, then you might want to go that route. But if you're talking like a whole box of them, an import license costs about $100, and that's it. Can fish cross the border? Actually, yeah, if you're driving, then it's even easier because you can bring some fish across the border. But if you're flying, then it's gonna maybe cause some problems. I brought in from China 3 pairs of koi guppies, made it through customs, only to learn the Chinese heating pack overheated the bags and my fish died. Yeah, see, I could never. Man, I don't know. That would be. That's my thing. Like, the import license is easy, but most places have like a $5,000 minimum order, and that's not the easy part. That's the issue. So when people like, what am I trying to say here? It's not hard to get the license. It just costs a lot to import. But if you're going to the Rainbow Show, it shouldn't be that hard at all. There's a form. You go to the Fish and Wildlife website and just fill out the form. Mail them a check for $100. If they deny you, you don't get any of your money back. But I doubt that they would have a reason to deny you. Okay, it was really stunning. I'm going on a cruise to Mexico in a few weeks. Already checked to see about smuggling. Man, you could bring back some pretty cool goodiead species though. That'd be pretty awesome. Okay, if I can find what I'm looking for sooner or later, I'll just ship them to my aunt's house. I've thought 1,000 times of going to Canada and coming home with an Asian arowana. It's very, very common. Very common. However, that's like a Class C felony, which means you're going to jail for a long time if you get caught. So just keep that in mind. That's like 10 years. You'll look into a special bra. You wanna find a special bra to smuggle in goodieads. You wanna smuggle goods. Anyway, I'm not going there. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. I drive across at least 5 times a year. Oh man. Actually declared on my paper in JFK, no problem. Said it for me. It's a pet. Yeah, I guess. I mean, honestly, I haven't really looked into, you know, taking it across the border, but Gary, in the few talks that I've seen of him, he always says it's easier not to say anything. But you know, he's also, you know, coming from like third world countries where maybe it is better that you don't say anything. I don't know. I'm going to Porto Vallarta on Friday. You're going for Thanksgiving? Well, I guess Black Friday. I would get caught 1,000% of the time. That's the kind of luck I have. Man, you just gotta walk around like you own the place, man. If you just walk around with confidence, I mean, you could go anywhere, you could do anything, you could take anything. Yeah. You just gotta act like you own the place. So, if you got $3,000, is it possible to get them in Canada? But they are chipped, meaning they can be even followed by GPS. Yes, so they are chipped, and they're only about $500 to $600 US. They are chipped, and they actually scan for them at the border. So yeah, they don't scan like every car, but if you get like pulled off to the side and they scan, yeah, you're kind of screwed. So not even worth the risk. Gary gives $20 handshakes at the gate. Yeah, I'm so sad that doesn't work anymore. Oh man, the good old days. The $20 handshake, you could get so much for $20 back in the day. The good old days. And I'm not talking about like you know, just airports or whatever, but like first class upgrades, room upgrades, free suite upgrades at hotels. That $20 handshake used to go a long way. Your Thanksgiving was last. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I guess I shouldn't assume everyone is from here, right? It's Fish says 20 of my Gary Lang bows Monet are just barely colored up enough to trade in. I would love to keep them all, but no can do. I should be getting about 12 of them back from Bentley pretty soon, I hope. You can get cheap ones, but a good Asian arowana, the record is over. Well, that's just ridiculous. I don't even want to try something illegal. I can be thrown in a USA prison. That's like saying, oh yeah, you can get koi for like $10, but the most expensive one was like 1.2 million. I never break the law, so if I did, I would probably get caught. Me too. I never break the law, ever. I always drive the speed limit. Anything. You can put cheap one. Oh, I already got that one. I don't want to try anything illegal. Yeah. All right. So, what else do we got going on here? Oh, man. I probably should have prepared this a little in advance, but what is a fair trade into a fish shop for a 3-inch or so Bosemani? Lots of males. So basically what you do is you go into your fish shop, and whatever they're charging, they'll probably give you about a third of that. If you're lucky, you might get half. My fish store did half. So my local fish store before it shut down did half. The next closest fish store does a third of what they sell it for, which is pretty good because all of their fish are insanely overpriced anyways, so it kind of breaks even. But yeah, so it really depends on your fish store. You just have to talk to them. What kind of heat packs do I use? Just the normal ones. I thought I had one sitting here. Yes, I do. Just the Uniheat regular 72-hour heat pack. I was pricing like the 96-hour heat packs, but they're just too expensive. I would have to charge way more to ship with the 96-hour ones. But yeah, multi-purpose jumbo shipping warmer. And then actually I almost ran out. My last week shipping there, I almost ran out. This is the one left. I was left with one, cutting it pretty close, but I just got 50 in the mail yesterday. Bob, besides rainbows, what fish do you be able to bring in? Wait, besides rainbows, what fish do you think you'll be bringing in a lot of in the new year? I don't have anything lined up. Nothing steady at all right now. It's just like whatever people have extra of. There's no one like specifically breeding for me to buy from them. So yeah, that's about it. Just rainbows for now. If there's somebody out there that specifically wants to breed and sell their fish at wholesale prices, just let me know. The bag disappeared. Yeah, it's green. Guppies are hardy fish, and it also depends on what hiding places, how much floating plants there is in a tank. You must be answering someone else's question. Bearded Bob's Fish Room, hello. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm over 40. I'm very law-abiding now. Yeah. I need my 10 to look that nice. This is, who was asking? Was that JH, I think, was asking about this tank. This is Aqua Discovery's tank, I believe. Sorry, I keep getting asked where I get my clown killifish on Reddit, so sorry if I overwhelm you with more work. Well, you don't, because they're sold out, so doesn't happen. Yeah, so anyways, I don't know, like, I haven't been getting any, like, emails or anything, so, you know, whatever. Fist bump, boom. Thank you, Bob, with the $3 super chat. Anyways, working on it. It's why I can't join channels. Okay, Bob. Hope the business is doing awesome. It's doing enough to stay afloat for now. December will be interesting with only 1 week of shipping. November was a really good month, and I only shipped like the first 2 or 3 weeks of the month. So if there wasn't this pesky holiday, I would have had a really good month, but that's all right. I'm really looking forward to like maybe March. If we can hang out, if we can make it till March, we should be good to go. Hopefully. How many fish tanks do I actually have now? Just curious. I actually haven't set up any new fish tanks at all, simply because I knew that we're going to be slowing down. So I still have, I think I counted them out last time, but let me do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then there is 32, I believe. 32-ish is all. And I still have a whole nother wall to do, but I don't think I'll have to do that other wall until the next $1 per gallon sale. So I think that should be maybe right around January or February when the next $1 per gallon sale comes along. Marcy says, thank you for the deal alerts. Getting back into the hobby after missing it for 25 years. I will say that the deal alerts have been doing exceptionally well for me. I'm actually not going to lie, always pretty transparent. I'm actually making more on Amazon now than I am on YouTube, which is pretty crazy. Which is really good considering what possibly might happen in January. So that's been working out really well. It doesn't help that I keep buying them too. So, I'll tell you. So for linking the thermometer, right? I think I made like $8 from everyone that bought thermometers. I made like $8. So, and then I bought 8 thermometers. So I got them for free, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so the deal alerts, they're fun. They're mutually beneficial, and unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be as good as popping up those deal alerts since I'm going to be out of town now. So we'll see. I'm still going to try to keep on it. I still have all my alerts set up. Basically, yeah. Well, I can't tell you how I do it, but as far as how I find the deal alerts, because that's my thing, right? But hopefully, as long as I get internet, I should be able to keep doing it. I keep mine with... Wait, what? Kaler's Aquatic says, I keep mine with Goldie Eye, who are also massive rainbows. Those are really, really, really nice rainbow fish. Holy smokes. But lots of good info about Parkinsoni is hard to come by. Oh, so you're saying that I should do a video, a care video on Parkinsoni rainbows. Parkinsoni rainbows are very similar to Bosemani. Really, any of the Melanotania species are going to be like so close to each other. The care is very, very similar. There's some species that can take more extremes, like the yellows can go way colder than most Melanotanias. But for the standard, like tropical 75 degrees, carnivores or omnivores, you know, but more leaning carnivore, just that right there, standard pH 7.0. I mean, that's like a good rule of thumb for most any of the Melanotanias. And almost any of the rainbows in general, honestly. Petco Black Friday has $1 per gallon. Yeah, I'm certainly not ready by Black Friday. Alex Dave says, all of my pencil fish are still doing great, and they actually have gotten some red in them already. That is awesome. That is awesome, Alex. I know I mentioned, like, right before, I had them for, like, almost 2 months, and they never turned red, but right before, a couple days right before you bought them, they were starting to turn red. And I was like, oh, man, they finally got colored up, and now I'm shipping them off. So I'm glad that they're already turning red for you. As that, like, that first month and a half, I was like, man, did I get scammed? Are these really the red version? But yeah, they were, and they're gonna get so much more red because I have the exact same ones in my planted 125 gallon tank, and the reds are just really, it's like a really deep red. They're awesome. Other new fish, forgot to talk about shrimp. Yellows and oranges will be back in stock, and also I'm thinking about bringing in some like really high quality cherry shrimp. You know, you could call them, you know, fire red or painted, whatever you want to call them, right? They're just cherry shrimp, but they're like super duper cherry. They're really cherry. So I'm thinking about bringing those in, but I feel like you can get those anywhere. So I haven't decided yet. It's hard to explain to someone. Maybe this is why they have 100 different names or something, right? But when you can buy like 20 for $20 on eBay, like why are yours, you know, $2 or $3 or $4? You know, I don't even know, but they look really good though. So I don't know. I might bring them in. I don't know. Whatever. I'm sorry I'm late, but louder with Crowder. Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah. Just be careful you don't get only females. Are you talking about the shrimp? The shrimp I definitely won't. Nope, definitely won't. With the cherries. The yellow shrimp I have and the orange shrimp I have are very female heavy, but I have sent out some that were buried. So, you know, I try to always send the buried ones out, which is probably not smart, but, you know, it's good for you guys. But they're definitely female heavy for sure. I'm gonna check it out. What are they going to be? Cherries? Yeah, these cherry shrimp are gonna be cherry. Greg Bean says, hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving Day. Remember family first, and this is the start of that season. Yes, it is, and thanks to all of you guys and the, you know, the moderate success of this channel and the website, soon to be a booming success, I hope. I am now able, for the first time in a long time, like I said, able to spend Thanksgiving with my family, and yeah, I couldn't be more grateful. It's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna be gone 3 or 4 days. I haven't decided yet, but I'm just thinking like, 3 or 4 days of home cooked meals is gonna be amazing. And I'm really looking forward to it. Cherry shrimp around here are like $8 per shrimp. Holy smokes! Well, I will definitely sell you some cherry shrimp. That's insane. Oh man, that made me like go through puberty again. Did you hear that? $8 for cherry shrimp? I don't know that I could recreate that. Insane. No, can't do it. You made my voice kind of go up a tick or two. Hi, the 10 orange shrimp you sent me to Vermont all made it. All 12 still alive. Cheaper than local Petco. Thank you. Well, that is great to hear. Just paid $7.99 for Bloody Marys. Holy smokes. All right. I'm definitely bringing in cherry shrimp then. Wow. Holy cow. Cherries are $8 to $12. Whew. Ginger Grays with the $5 super chat. Happy Thanksgiving. Bob Kaler with some salt. $1.49. Thank you, my friend. Dude, I think I paid that for my Blue Dream Shrimp. I'm almost ready to sell my Blue Dream Shrimp, but I don't... they're such a cool shrimp. I don't want to get rid of them. I've been purposely not putting them on the website because they're so awesome. I have 3 tanks of clown killies right now, and they're in the same tank as the video that I put out on Sunday. If you look closely, you can see some Blue Dream Shrimp kind of blurred out in the background. And I've just been holding on to them, and I'm hoping that they're gonna start dropping some little shrimplets. No, Parkinsoni are hardy and get along with the tank. They will do great. Yeah, Parkinsonis are great fish. Super awesome. And they get big, which is nice. They almost get like Australian rainbow big, which is cool. I paid $7.99 for Bloody Mary, but it had olives, cucumbers, celery, and bacon. Oh, jeez. Wait, what's going on? Yeah. The website is not accurate on inventory. I haven't bothered to keep inventory numbers restocked at all because, as you can see from the top, I'm not shipping again till the 9th. So, there's really no point. And honestly, I don't want to sell fish right now, collect your money, and then have something happen to the fish and have to refund your money. I absolutely hate refunding money. Money going out is never as fun as money going in, and I'd rather just sit on the fish right now so that I don't have to deal with a customer service issue like that, because it's a pain for you and it's a pain for me to have to send you an email saying, well, unfortunately your fish came down with ick, or they're just not acting right, and then it just creates a bad situation for everyone. So I know it's frustrating that it says they're sold out, but most everything on the website I do have, and it'll show back in stock when I get back from being out of town. The Parkinsoni, Veranda Guy says, the Parkinsoni do look awesome, very different from the others you see commonly. Yeah, I'll never, ever forget the first time I ever saw Parkinsoni in real life. It was at Denny's Pet World in their display tank, and they were massive. I mean, they had already grown out. So the way rainbow fish work is they grow long first and then they grow tall. Kind of like I grow tall first and now I'm growing this way. They're the opposite. And to see these just massive, huge rainbow, well, okay, in relation to rainbow fish, right? I mean, they're not salmon. They're not, they're not snakeheads. But, huge being like 6 inches. And just the whole backside of their bodies have that blotching yellowish orange color. Oh man, I was like, I want those fish. And I tried to get them to buy me. I was like, I will give you $50 per fish. And they just wouldn't do it. And I was like, yeah. So, yeah, they are very impressive. Can you show us the Parkinsoni? Yes, they are. If you have Instagram, I've been posting them on my Instagram. So, a lot of like individual fish I've been posting. I haven't been posting a lot, but I think there are a couple pictures on Instagram of them, maybe even a video. I don't remember. But they are on my Instagram if you want to see them. There also would be on my Facebook, since they double post to Instagram and Facebook. So if you have one of those two, you should be able to look, which I'm pretty sure you have one of those two. Well, I know you have Facebook. My wife just found narrow wedge rasbora while cleaning. Oh, fry. I was like, just a random fish in your tank, huh? Those have got to be pretty small, huh? Man. Wait. Oh, $5 super chat from Greg Bean. I have a 125 with guppies, mollies, swordtails, and mystery snails. Can I put shrimp in there? Lots of wood and plants. So you definitely could put shrimp in there. However, your mollies and your swordtails are going to go after them like crazy. So the question is, do they have enough hiding places, and will they be able to outproduce the predatation? That doesn't sound right. Of the mollies and the swordtails. So if they can outproduce how much they're getting eaten, then you would do all right. I thought maybe I went too far with that one. Uh-oh, what happened? What'd I miss? I don't see anything. I'm gonna sneeze. Try not to sneeze. Predation. Don't sneeze. Alright, I'm not gonna sneeze. Ah, yes. Pushed it back down. Do tonight when everyone is resting and give them a fighting chance. Just got. Oh yeah. If you're gonna introduce them, definitely do it with the lights off. Just got home from work. Everyone has a good night. Oh, everyone have a good night. I'm going to bed. I'll be dreaming about blue phantom plecos, which might be on my website soon. Might. Maybe. We'll see. My cherry shrimp are doing well in my 40 breeder, despite being in with fish that can eat them. It's because the tank is very bushy and overgrown. Yep, that's how you got to do it. Shrimp can go with anything as long as there's enough plant cover, really. I remember going to Lucas's house, L.R. Brett's, and he had that big bow front tank that just had massive amounts of plants and like full-grown rainbows, and I believe it was cherry shrimp in there with them. And they were doing just great. There's the rainbow fish were large and couldn't get into all the places that the cherry shrimp were, and obviously they picked some off, but it was doing just fine. Yes, this website right here. Just Google this if you want to know about rainbow fish. This is where I get all my information. Rainbow fish, something like that. Actually, I don't think that's right. Maybe it is. Oh, it is. Look at that. Rainbow fish. And then you just hit contents and yeah. So here. Let's go here. Rainbowfish.org will bring you almost every single rainbow fish species. This is actually out of a book, but you can see, just go to the contents and you can click on every single rainbow species. This is an absolutely amazing website. Lucas likes the rock piles for breeding shrimp. Yep. Can Parasiprochromis cross with Cyprochromis? Negative, John. Negative. When I have my pleco phase, those L200 were always pretty active. Love them. L200s are way better than L128s. Just my opinion. The 128 fades over time and it becomes like a really dull blue, and the L200s stay like a really nice crispy green. Like a nice crispy apple. 151 with 60 likes. That can't be true, can it? No way. We actually have 150 people here? Jeez. My tanks don't get enough algae to warrant a pleco. Most plecos... Okay, so here's the deal. Most plecos... I won't say most. Yeah, I'll say most. Most plecos are not algae eaters. So you have 4 types of plecos. 4. You have omnivore, herbivore, carnivore, and then the 4th one, you might be thinking, you already got the meat, you already got the veggies, you already got the ones that eat all 3. That's everything, right? What is this 4th one? The 4th one is woodivore. Woodivore, they eat wood. So basically, not all plecos are omnivores, not all are carnivores. You don't have to, a lot of them don't require algae. And you just got to pay attention. There is a pretty easy way to tell if you're unfamiliar with plecos on what kind or what to feed your pleco. For like an omnivore pleco will have like rows of like 30 teeth each, right? Just tons of teeth for omnivores. Not omnivores, herbivores. Carnivores have very few teeth. And then omnivores are kind of in the middle. And then the woodivores only have like 2 teeth because they're basically bigger and they gotta, you know, they're for chopping wood. Let's be real. So they got bigger teeth, fewer bigger teeth. So woodivore sounds like my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. So there is a way. So all you gotta do is when they're up on the glass, look at their rows of teeth. If they have a ton of teeth, then they need to be eating algae, and then you know you kind of just go backwards from there, all the way down to like maybe 2 or 4 teeth. Then you know they're eating wood. There's your informational segment of the live stream. Bob, I used to have 2 Julii Corys that lost their barbels. Now I saw my friend's tank and I noticed that all his Julies lost theirs too. And said that it happened all the time. What causes this? pH. Normally it's a substrate. So this happens a lot with Corydoras that are on gravel substrate. They wear down their barbels. So you really need sand. Sand is definitely the preferred, or you need like rounded gravel, but still, sand is always better. And then chubby guppy, obviously, yeah. There's bacterial infections, there's parasites, things like that can happen. But I would say like the most common thing is they're wearing down their barbels on the substrate, so you got to be careful. Jeez. Are Callichromis species commonly available in the U.S.? I can order 3 to 4 species from Germany and Czechoslovakia. Just kidding. The Czech, I would say they're more common on the East Coast than the West Coast. Cichlids in the Northwest. So I can only speak of my area. I don't really know how the cichlid game is in California, but they have the water for it, so maybe it's better. But here in the Northwest, coming across something like a Callichromis is just not going to happen. I mean, even coming across some multis around here is kind of rare. So yeah, that's more of a regional question, I guess. On the East Coast, they're probably pretty common, especially with all the cichlid clubs over there. Jeez. Okay, what else? We got about no minutes left. The big thing is their fiber to avoid digestive issues. Yes. Thank you for corrections on the matter. Must be the 30 missing ones from KG Tropicals. What? What? What else do we got here? My tanks don't get enough algae. Oh, okay. So I think I'm almost caught up. Is there a tank you're working on? You're excited about? Mine's my 155 Oxalotl tank. No, I'm not working on any personal tanks right now. I'm looking forward to getting my 300 gallon going. Hopefully I can get that going in my break here over the winter. And that's going to be like a full on like building the stand, plumbing, everything. Everything's going to be from scratch. All I have is just the tank. So that should be pretty fun. It's going to require a lot of rearranging to get it in the house though. So, but hopefully I can do it. I only just saw a shell dweller for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and I'm in North Carolina. A shell dweller is something that you really have to look for. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you might have even seen a shell dweller and just not have known it. I know like some pet stores are really bad about putting them in like the proper environment, and I know they're just in a retail tank, and the last thing you want to do is put shell dwellers or shells in a shell dweller tank at a retail store, because there's nothing worse than trying to get a shelly out of a shell that you're trying to sell. But still, there's like some stores will use like the 90-degree elbow PVCs with capped on one end, and it makes it so easy to catch them because you stick your hand in there, they all get scared, they go into the PVC elbow, you just pull it out, pull the cap off, and dump it in the bag. Super easy. Shout out to all the veterans. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, that's just kind of random. There's my Instagram. Thank you very much. Well, you are all my family then. The only cichlids I really see around here are peacock cichlids. Yep. And I would love to bring in African cichlids eventually. Like I've said this a couple times. still like my second love, at least Tanganyikans. Mbunas, I could do without Mbunas. Peacocks are pretty rad though. I do like peacock cichlids, but Mbunas are kind of jerks. So I kind of I like my community tanks to be a peaceful place, not a place for jerks. All right, we're gonna start closing this down. Well, you're my family. What else do we got going on here? My experience is that most are underfed or have parasites. It causes excessive foraging. That's actually a pretty good observation about being underfed and excessive foraging. So once they start, that is an excellent comment, Chubby Guppy. He says, my experience is most are underfed or have parasites. It causes excessive foraging, and the bacteria sets into the abrasions. Yes. That pretty much sums it up pretty well. Still talking about... Wait. Can I put Cory cats with my daffodil cichlids? I have no idea what a daffodil cichlid is. Maybe I do and I just don't remember. Let's see. About 5 different fish. Oh, the Neolamprologus, the poulture. So, what do you want? Cory cats with your poulture? I feel like the stir-bys could probably do it. I know people that have kept stir-bys with Lake Tanganyika water parameters, but really it's going to depend on your water parameters. I have somewhat recently started using New Life Spectrum Hex Shield for internal problems and prophylactic treatment. I've noticed a big difference since using it. I used to use their food, but now I no longer... I don't have an issue with the food. I just have issues with the people that run the company, so I quit buying their stuff out of spite. No, out of well, I just didn't want to support them anymore. If you go back to my old videos, you'll see like New Life Spectrum everywhere. And then I met the owners, and now I'm just like, I'm never showing New Life Spectrum on camera again. If you want my opinion, rarely does mixing continents work well unless it's really docile community fish. Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't recommend it for beginners. But I do know someone local that was breeding stir-by Corydoras, and I'm trying to think of which... The Utentas, the Cyprichromis Utenta. They were breeding both of them in the same tank, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I definitely would not recommend that for, like, even... I mean, you'd have to be... I just wouldn't recommend it for a beginner or a novice. Still has to be spelled right to populate for the person it's meant. What? Aqua Discovery says, did you say you got Amazon puffers in or are planning on getting them in? Aqua Discovery, I have ordered Amazon puffers on every... I have ordered Amazon puffers on every shipment, and they have not come in once. So I'm always trying, but they never come in. And they're a fish that sells really fast, so I'm sure they're going to like all their big clients, if you will. Quickest, best way to eliminate blue-green algae, Matthew, blackout. Black out the tank for a week, and it'll be gone. That's it. It's that easy. It's pretty easy. It's easy because you don't have to do anything. You could spot treat it. You could buy chemicals. You can get the blue-green slime remover on Amazon. But honestly, you could just cover it with a blanket, black it out for a week, and it'll be all gone. By far the easiest way to do it. Would white clouds work with Corys? Yes. That's going to depend on your temperature. You know, a lot of people like white clouds because they're a cold water species. So if you're doing a cold water aquarium, just make sure you do like peppered Corydoras. They're a colder water Corydora. I love the way cichlids look, but not a fan of the aggression towards each other and the plants. Well, it really depends. It really depends. It can be done. If you go back on my channel, I have a 125-gallon tank full of Mbunas, peacocks, haps mixed, which really triggers the African cichlid people, but I just think that's funny. And the tank is full of jungle val, and like every single comment is like, how are you growing plants in there? Why are they not eating the plants? It can be done. It just takes some effort. The Chubby Guppy says erythromycin will knock it out too, but doing a blackout is so much cheaper than buying erythromycin. I feel like, no offense to you, I just feel like erythromycin is way too expensive in general, and using it for blue-green algae is way too expensive in my opinion. Some of the most expensive nonsense out there. Would the blackout have a negative impact on my tank being heavily planted? So it would, but it wouldn't, like, your plants are not going to die. They're just not going to grow. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. Unless you, I mean, maybe like stargrass or guppy grass, something like that, maybe might die off a little bit, but I've never had an issue with my planted tanks and blacking them out for a week for whatever the reason was. Yeah, I mean, like when you ship plants, they're blacked out for a week, so they can handle it. The blue-green algae cannot. I heard overpopulated tanks have less aggression. Yeah, there's definitely like some science to it. You know, you gotta come up with like a plan of attack, but it can be done. Does that apply to black hair algae as well? I don't know that I would do a blackout with black hair algae, because black hair algae takes a lot longer to die off. For black hair algae, I would probably spot treat with hydrogen peroxide. For me, that's like my go-to method. But for blue-green algae, it's blackout. For for blackbeard algae, it's hydrogen peroxide, and for cladophora algae, it's hydrogen peroxide. But like I said, blue-green slime, always blackout, because that stuff is nasty anyways, and it just like disintegrates and disappears. It's great. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this live stream. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Quick reminder, this Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, right? And I will not be doing my normal stream. Hopefully, we'll be joining John, and I can lose him. Let's see. If I live stream with John on Saturday, I think I'm going to go for 50 subscribers. Last time I lost him 30. This time I'm gonna go for 50. That way, I'm gonna catch up to his subscriber count just by being on his live stream. Yep, that's my new goal. I'm gonna catch John's subscriber count just by being on his live streams. All right, so thank you, Stephanie, for re-upping your membership. Chris, Kaler, Matthew, Ginger, Greg, and I think that's all. Matthew, I think I already said your name. Thank you all for the super chats. I really, really appreciate it. Matthew, if you're still here, I'm curious about the hat. I don't know if you've made any progress with the hat. I don't like bugging people that are doing me favors like that, but I am, like, after I saw your little mock-up there, I'm jonesing for it. So let me know how it's coming on the hat. And I will see you guys either on John's stream Saturday or back here next week. I hope you have a great holiday for everyone that's in the U.S., and I'll see you guys next week.